When I walked out of those prison gates, I never thought I'd be where I am today with a double BA in criminology and psychology, completing a master's. You know, there's two paths you can go by, the hard road and there's the easier road to get there. And I took the hard road. I've been offending since I was a teenager, but it goes back to the abuse and not having support. I was about 10 when I experienced sexual harm. If I had been able to have accessible sexual violence counselling, I probably wouldn't have ended up on the trajectory that I was on in terms of offending and heading to prison. At first, it seemed like a service, to be honest, just helping out people, providing a safe place for women to come to use. And I'm under this delusion that I'm this ethical drug dealer. I was sentenced to 4 years and I served just under 2 years. I think I had 6 meth and 2 marijuana charges. I didn't face up to the harm that I was doing until I had had some space from my offending, and that was it was incredibly hard to take responsibility for all that harm that I caused in the community. Hey, good to see you. How are you? So why did you decide that you were willing to come and support me?
Remember, I've been inside too, you know,
Yeah.
so yeah, just check on you to see if you're okay. Visits are really important.
I was less alone, you know.
Yeah, because I can't imagine what you would have gone through, like, with Boy and that.
I thought that was rock bottom, eh? I thought, you know, I've done everything wrong, now I'm in prison. And then I thought life
That
couldn't
was
get any worse.
Yeah,
And then
it did.
yeah.
Yeah.
My son passing away outside, 11 months into my sentence, I felt a lot of guilt as a parent, and then I knew all of my siblings would be hurting about his death and hurting because of the fact that I was in the prison. You don't forget the people who are there for you in the lowest points of your life, you know? When Boy died, all the things that I wanted for him, which had nowhere to go, I turned that around and put it into myself. I thought I wanted him to have a good education. I'm going to get a good education for me. I wanted him to be happy. I'm going to, you know, love myself and be happy. I went to a 12-step meeting thinking it was going to contribute to me getting early parole. And I went to about 4 of those meetings where I thought I was deceiving the system. I came aware that I was deceiving myself. Here were people sharing the truth of their recovery, giving it freely to me, who didn't want anything from me.
Yeah.
You know, I came from a world where people always want, you know,
Take.
Yeah. When I got out, I didn't know what I was allowed to do, and I needed like other people to tell me. Because in the prison, the coercive control is so strong that for me, it left me in a position where I couldn't function in the world. I wasn't prepared for the outside world.
Like, I remember going to the store with you and you had a drink, and then like you weren't sure like whether or not you could like go into the store or what the permission was, because like, nah, it's this, we just walk right in there.
You know, what sort of supports do you think would have helped you at that time?
Nobody was ever like, this is what it's going to be like, here are the things that you're going to need to consider.
When there's a deficit of support, that's how we have these cycles of recidivism. There's no system support for whānau who are having someone released to reintegrate. And it's healing work, and they're largely unsupported in that. And I think that needs to change.
When I attended your parole hearing, it was the whole ritual of us fronting to a board of complete strangers, having to plead the case that we were capable of looking after our sister.
Yeah.
That had a pretty profound impact on me.
Yeah. The space that I want to occupy in restorative justice is more tikanga, more te ao Māori perspectives of what it is to be restorative. That still repairs harm, that still offers healing without having to incarcerate people. Such a spiritual place for me. I feel like I'm closest to the spirit of my son because I imagine him like being returned to the natural world. You still have to put in the work, you still have to take care of yourself. Like, you know, I carry around an incredible grief, but I wake up, I choose happiness, and then I do the next right thing, and then the next right thing. I can see the sun and its rays just trickle through these trees like it finds a way to get through. And that's me, I'll find a way to get through.